Good day everyone. So in this video, we will going to report about the history of volleyball in the Philippines, basic fundamental skills of volleyball, basic rules of volleyball and facilitating equipment. Together with my co-reporters, Paula Rivera, Joshua Canta, Alyssa Quinhanlay, and Vivian Ople. So the history of volleyball in the Philippines encompasses its history as a recreational and athletic sports in country. In 1910, the Philippines was still a U.S. territory from 1898 to 1946, and it is when Philippines volleyball history began. In volleyball's development as a professional and global sports, the Filipinos have made major contributes up till the present when the Philippines is an independent republic. In 1946 present, Filipinos have continued to play volleyball.
Volleyball in the Philippines is a popular sport enjoyed at both amateur and professional levels. The country has a strong volleyball culture, with passionate fans and competitive leagues. Local tournaments, school competitions, and community games contribute to the widespread love for the sports. Notable players and teams have emerged, and the Philippines has also hosted international volleyball events. Overall, volleyball holds a special place in Filipino sports culture.
Basic fundamentals in volleyball. Those actions are serving, passing, setting, spiking, blocking, and digging. The first one is serving. The serve is the first contact in a volleyball game, and it's an important opportunity to gain an advantage over the opposing team. It is a skill that every player must master, as it's the first move that can give your team momentum and shut down your opponent's momentum. The second one is passing, also known as the bump. It is used to receive the ball from the opposing team's serve or hit. The goal of passing is to keep the ball in a play and set up of an offensive play. To pass effectively, the player should get in a position, keep their arms straight and feet parallel, extend their knees forward, and make contact with the ball using their forearms. Next is setting. Setting or overhead passing is the most important step in offensive play as it determines which player gets the spike or attack. This is normally done by the team setter and is the second step in the pass, set, spike sequence. Next is attacking, or also known as hitting. It is the final step in the pass, set, spike sequence, and it is used to score points. There are a variety of different ways to attack a ball, but the most common and consistently effectively way to do it is by spiking. Next is blocking. Blocking is a defensive skill used to stop the opposing team's attack and can also be used to potential score points. Blockers must focus on stopping the opposing team's offensive attacks while also paying attention to the opposing setter so that they can better predict the opposing team's attack strategy. It is important for blockers to be able to react and attack quickly and be in position before the attack is completed. Lastly is digging. Digging is a defensive skill used to save the ball from hitting the ground. Players who are digging must have good reflexes, footwork, and body control. To dig effectively, the player should get into position to receive the ball before the attack is finished. This requires good ball tracking skills as well as good awareness of your blockers.
Basic volleyball rules. Volleyball is a popular sports played between two teams of 6 players each. The primary objective is to score points by sending the ball over the net and into the opponent's court, while preventing from doing the same. Here are some basic rules of volleyball. Number 1 is teams. Each team consists of 6 players on the court at a time. Teams can make substitution between points. Number 2 is scoring. Scoring is a point of scored when a team successfully grounds the ball in the opponent's court, or if the opponents commit a fault. The first team to reach 25 points with a minimum 2 points advantage wins a set. Matches are typically best of 5 sets. Number 3 is rotation. Players must rotate in a clockwise direction each time their team wins the serve from the opponents. This ensures that each player gets a chance to serve and no player occupies the fixed position on the court. Number 4 is serve. The game begins with the serve. The server must stand behind the end line and hit the ball over the net into the opponent's court. The ball must cross the net and land in the opponent's court to be considered a legal serve. Number 5 is rally. Once the ball is served, both teams have 3 hits to turn the ball into the opponent's side. The hits are typically a bump or a pass, a set, and a spike or attack. No player is allowed to hit the ball twice consecutively, except the first contact is a block. Number 6 is net violation. Players are not allowed to touch the net during play. If a player touches the net while the ball is in play, it results in point of for the opposing team. Number 7, in and out. The ball is considered in if it is lands on the boundary lanes of the court. If the ball lands outside the boundary lanes, it's considered out. Number 8 is block. Blocking is a defensive move at the net where players jump and extend their arms to block the ball from the crossing into their court. The block counts as one of the 3 allowed hits for the team. Number 9 is side out. If the serving team makes a fault, the opposing team gains the right to serve and serving teams rotate out. This is known as side out. Number 10 is deciding set. In the same matches, if the score is tied at 2 sets each, a 5th set or the deciding set is played to 15 points with no cap, and teams switch sides when the team reaches 8 points. So these are just the basic rules. There are additional rules and nuances through the game. Volleyball is governed by International Volleyball Federation, and the local variation may exist based on specific rules established by governing bodies or leagues.
Facilities and equipment. First, the volleyball court. The first equipment required to play volleyball, it should be 60 by 30 feet or 18 meter by 9 meter. In volleyball court, there are lines which represent the attack line, center line, side line, and end line. Second is the ball. The standard shall be spherical, made out of flexible leather or synthetic leather cased with a bladder inside, made of rubber or similar material. The colors will uniform light color or a combination of colors. The third is the net and post, are positioned 36 feet apart and 3 feet further out from the sideline. Next is the penalty card, the yellow card and the red card. Yellow used to warn players of bad conduct without a penalty being enforced. Continual misconduct will lead to a red card and a sanction being applied. Note that this may be for their team to lose the point or to lose service if they have possession. Next is volleyball attire. First is the short. Shorts need to be supremely comfortable and allow you to move freely and without restriction. Second is the t-shirt. Depending on whether you are playing indoor or outdoor, you can select for the classic sleeveless, athletic t-shirt, or choose a long sleeve sport shirt. Third is the shoes. Must have a gum rubber sole on the side for the lateral movement that the sport requires. The next is scoring. Leg volleyball games are almost always played to 25 points. The winning team must be already ahead by at least 2 points by the end of the game. Score 1 point every time the ball touches the floor on the opponent's side.